Team 4 News back at you again, this time with arsenic poisoning cases. Today's topic is 2 women killing 12 men with arsenic in wine. Some arsenic poisonings have been found accidental, intentional, and natural. We're going to take it over to the chemist to tell you some more about arsenic.
Now, here's some information about arsenic. The atomic number for arsenic is 33 and the atomic mass is 74.9. The number of valence electrons is 5, and arsenic is in group 15, period 4, as an alloy on the periodic table. Arsenic is a shiny gray, brittle, metallic-looking solid and sometimes as a yellow crystalline solid. Albert Magnus was the one who discovered arsenic. Arsenic is found in soil, sediments, and groundwater. It also forms a compound with lead, calcium, and sodium. It impacts people with health by inflammatory and neoplastic changes of the skin, respiratory system, blood, lymphatic system, nervous system, and reproductive system. It also impacts the environment because it contaminates the environment, causing the number of species in the area to decrease. Arsenic is used in wood preservation, insecticides, laser diodes, and LEDs. Lead alloys it is also used to treat some blood cancer, syphilis, and syphilis. It is also used to make special glass.
Thanks, chemist, for that informational speech about arsenic. Now, the case of a 50-year-old man who died mysteriously after being admitted to the hospital is reported. He had raised the possibility of being poisoned prior to his death. A coroner's post-mortem did not reveal the cause of death, but this was subsequently established by post-mortem trace element analysis of liver, urine, blood, and hair, all which revealed very high arsenic concentrations. Now we're going to hand it over to the doctor.
Thank you, Mayling. Arsenic can seriously harm the body in many ways. For example, long-term arsenic poisoning can cause cancer, diabetes, heart disease, neurotoxicity, and in pregnant women, arsenic can cause fetal complications and birth defects. Arsenic weakens the body's immune system and causes it to shut down. This also depends on the person. There are many symptoms of arsenic poisoning, such as red skin, new warts or lesions, abdominal pain, nausea and vomiting, abnormal heart rhythm, muscle cramps, tingling of fingers and toes, darkening skin, and constant sore throat. To confirm arsenic poisoning, doctors do blood, urine, hair, and fingernail testings. As of now, there is no cure or actual treatments for arsenic poisoning. Doctors give out and recommend vitamin E and supplements. Now back to our famous reporter, Maylee Hanks.
Thanks, doctor, for that segment on how arsenic kills you. Now, a 4-year-old boy died of arsenic poisoning after he and his 2-year-old sister drank tainted water that was given to them at a private party. The infant died on Monday. The infant's parents were at a private party when they asked for water for their 2 children. The poison was stored in the same container as jugs of water were. And now we're going to hand it over to the not least or very last historian.
One case of arsenic poisoning is Simon Bolivar. He was a military tactician in the 1830s. He was suffering from an unknown illness that at the time was thought to be tuberculosis. After his death, Dr. Paul Allwater found reasons for his death to be caused by arsenic poisoning instead. The symptoms that he showed were skin discoloration, unconsciousness, and weight loss. In Peru, where he spent most of his time, the mummies there tested for high levels of arsenic and it came back positive. The water that he drank was most likely poisoned with arsenic because it had high levels of naturally reoccurring poison. Another case of arsenic poisoning is Napoleon Bonaparte. He was another military leader in the French Revolution who was thought to have died of a stomach ulcer. Doctors said the stomach ulcer turned cancerous and that was the cause of his death. Later, a discovery was made that there had been small arsenic in Napoleon's hair. There was more arsenic poisonings discovered afterwards. Scheele's green was a pigment used in fabrics and wallpapers. It was a bright green color, and the copper arsenic in it could have been deadly. Wallpaper with that color became damp and moldy and let out a vapor that contained arsenic in it. The vapor was poisonous, and the arsenic in Napoleon's hair could have been from that wallpaper if his wallpaper was green.
And we're back from listening to some boringish arsenic history. 20 million Chinese people are in danger of arsenic poisoning from drinking water according to a new risk mapping technique. That's all we have today, folks. Next on Team 4 News is what is the school cafeteria's mystery meat, cat or horse? See you next time.
Hello.
Go. Team 4 News back at you again with the latest updates on arsenic poisoning.
I feel like we started it.
Actually, like,
How do I say it?
killing 12 men by arsenic poisoning in wine. Oh my lord. First again is Chloe for that inspirational speech on arsenic poisoning.
Are you serious?
Wait, I don't want to say this one.
I see my foot. Are you ready?
Oh. I don't want to say that on camera because it's weird.
Historian